representative from Immanuel New York Church, Deaconess Songyi Chang.
Sorry. My name is Songyi Chang. I serve Immanuel New York Church. I've been serving this church for past 10 years. So let me talk about our precious church. So we started 2020 with this message holding on to Acts 1:8, the church that saves me, churches, and 237 nations. With this word, we have been continuing to pray for 237 nations missions, where and we, of course, because of pandemic, although we cannot gather in our sanctuary, we have been continuing to pray at our field with this word. And in month of October, these were our pulpit messages. On October 4th, our message was from Matthew 16:13-20, disciples and God's absolute plan. And on the 11th, the blessing of absolute meeting from Acts 11:19-30. And October 18th, what I do have, I give it to you from Acts 3:1-10. And last week, the message was look at the door prepared by God from Acts 16:6-10. And so these are our ministries. Sorry. These are our ministries of our church. So we have Remnant Summit School and Children's Tarakbang every Saturday, led by our encourager Namde Chang. And on every Tuesday and Thursdays, we have young adult worship through New York College Evangelism Schools, where all the students in New York, New Jersey area gather and worship together for the college evangelism. And every Tuesday at 7:30, we have a mission on worship. And on Tuesday and Saturdays, our women's department has worship and men's department has worship on Saturdays. And thankfully, we've been praying about this, and we now have a newcomers class every Sunday after pulpit message, and every Monday we have also newcomers tarakbang, where our newcomers and current young adult member gather and pray for their so they may be rooted in gospel. And every Friday, we have church officers graduate school. And every Tuesday and Thursdays, we have 237 evangelism schools where we have missionaries from all nations come together, and we worship through Zoom with gospel messages. And these are our church news from October. So we are very grateful that we had several newcomers this month. Ye Ji-han and Chaewon Lee, Jason Hong, Byung-sun Kong, and Cheryl Alexander, Renjin Razu. So please pray for our newcomers so they can be nurtured, imprinted, and rooted in the gospel. And on October 7th, we welcomed a new remnant. Deaconess In Jung-cho has welcomed the baby girl, Gianna. And next month, since there's an RCA, we are planning to have a young adult camp during that time. So we are praying and prepare for the camp. And in month of October, through United Camp Training and North American Business Persons Evangelism Conference, all of our church members received a lot of grace and answers through those messages. Lastly, our prayer topics. We continue to pray for our sick members, Deaconess Eransa, Christian, Okoli, Yuno Kim, Eunmi Park, and Amy and Michelle. So please pray together for our sick members. And we pray for our remnant to be imprinted, rooted, and nurtured in gospel through their tarakbang and summit schools, and for the newcomers to be for their personalization, discipleship, and church-centered, so that they may be able to have a happy life. And our church continue to pray for 237 nations mission through gospel evangelism school, and also for 237 healings. May our church be healings, and Summit Church and our UTC. 음.